Hello and welcome to another episode of Cascadia Mountain Weather. My name is Kyle McCrone and I'm here with Wyatt Mullen, who's going to give you the forecast.
So this weekend looks like an absolutely stunning October weekend. It's going to be blue skies, warm temperatures, really an incredible fall weekend. Last weekend, I was in the Chelan Sawtooth, which is over on the east side, and it was definitely a little bit cool, but still beautiful conditions, some snow hanging out, especially on those north-facing slopes, and the larches were really, really near peak. It was one of my favorite weekends of the year. Where were you last weekend, Kyle?
So I went to the enchantments area and there was actually a lot more snow there. In some places on north aspects above 7,000 feet, it felt like close to a foot of fresh snow. Now, the main trail through the core already by Saturday afternoon was like packed down almost to bare ground because of the traffic. But if you went for a scramble or anywhere else, off trail, there's definitely a lot of snow. I think that this photo is really interesting because it highlights how the larches change color with elevation. So this photo was taken around 6,700 feet. And as you get above 7K, you can see there were really deep gold, like perfect, but then a little greener closer. So in areas like the enchantments, I think that snow, especially on the high north aspects, maybe 8,000 feet, probably is going to last into this weekend, but probably almost everything else will be melted out by this weekend.
Well, yeah, I think it'll have, so this past week, we saw pretty seasonal conditions. We saw quarter inch to maybe upwards an inch of rain in the mountains. The snow level was basically up above 8,000 feet. So we didn't really see any more accumulation of snow except on the high volcanoes. We can see that this weekend we have a big ridge of high pressure that's going to be building in over our area. And then by the end of the weekend, and especially into Monday, we're going to see this deep trough that's going to bring some rain and maybe an atmospheric river into the area. You'll see that this is freezing levels for the North Cascades. I mean, this weekend, it's going to be even up above Rainier, almost 14,000 feet. So really warm conditions. This is showing kind of the precipitation. The chances definitely increase as we get through the day. So it'll be clear Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. If you're kind of extending your weekend through that long weekend, you might see some rain. It's pretty far out at the moment, so it's a little bit uncertain exactly when that's going to move in, but don't plan for a dry day on Monday. This is just showing some of the clouds through the area, and you'll basically see that we are going to have wall-to-wall sunshine. You might have a little bit of low clouds, maybe a little bit of fog in some of the lower valleys, but mostly it's going to be just a sunny, glorious weekend. In terms of temperatures, right now in the high elevations, the average temperature is about 50 degrees. We're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees above that for the weekend. So up at Rainier at Paradise, you might be in the 60s. At Snoqualmie Pass at kind of 5,000 feet, you're also going to be in the 60s. And once we go over into the enchantments, lows will be in like the 30s and 40s, but highs will once again be in the upper 40s to maybe even 50s. So just a really, really nice weekend.
So some people might not be as into fall colors and hiking and running. They're itching to get started on ski season. So that's not me, but if that's your jam, that's cool. So we got, probably a few feet of fresh snow up above 8,000 feet on Rainier last week, and that really helped fill in the Muir snowfield. This is not a current picture, by the way. This is just a midwinter picture. But reports were that the Muir snowfield was skiing like pretty good corn in the middle of the day, down to a little bit above Pebble Creek. So there's still a fair amount of hiking, but it does sound like skiing is shaping up, getting a little better. With the warm temperatures, clear skies overnight, I'd expect similar corn cycles this weekend.
Awesome. Yeah. And if you're going looking more for fall colors, we think that this probably is going to be, if it wasn't last weekend, then this weekend is going to be the peak of the larches. And so, with most of the snow gone, especially from those south facing aspects, it should be a great kind of that last opportunity to get out and do some high elevation stuff. The fall colors, the blueberries are probably already starting to trend down, but the vine maples down lower along the trails are really kind of flaming bright. And then The larches, it seems that we did start seeing them lose needles already. I was out above Mazama on Monday, and definitely in some wind exposed areas, the larch trees were kind of past their prime. And then if we look going further out, we're doing this on Wednesday, looking out not this weekend, but the following weekend. It's pretty uncertain. It does look like we will get some significant rain next week, with maybe an atmospheric river coming in that Monday, Tuesday timeframe. After that, it's anyone's guess. The 8 to 14 day outlook looks like it might be a little bit wetter than normal and maybe a little bit warmer than normal as well. But it's far enough out that it's hard to say. We could have a nice weekend 2 weekends from now, or it could be rainy. So
Thank you to everyone for listening to another episode of Cascadia Mountain Weather, and we hope you have a great weekend.